Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of The Hand of Tezla. This episode, I just saw something pop up. Starting off, Titanic life is an option. And it's there's a Titanic life on this new colony we have, the Outward Reach. And they have big monstrous creatures on that planet that we can use for sustenance if we want to. Titanic life is something like dinosaurs or mammoths or something like that. So it's really cool to have that option. So it says the native life of Outward Reach is built on an epic scale, far larger than anyone previously thought was possible for biological life. The question now in the minds of our researchers is, what is their secret? And we can benefit from it. And can we benefit from it? Proposals to study the native life in greater detail are already flooding in. Proceed with study, which would give us a Titanic life study. I guess it's a society bonus. Or study them. Why not just harvest them and see if anything is useful? So that's also a project. Titanic life, necropsies, delicious titans, modifier added. So that would give us plus 50% to food. Now what I don't know is whether or not this is something that's empire-wide, or if it's simply something that is empire-wide or planet-wide. If it's empire-wide, then that'll be a significant boost. But it doesn't make sense that it would just be that it would be empire-wide, only because it's Titanic life on one planet. I kind of feel like it would be kind of cool to just eat all those creatures, but I also think, what if, possibly, what if we were to do something on the lines of, say, let me just kind of click this planet, because I'm thinking how many food spots are on this world. So I would have to build farms in these empty spots here in order to really make it worth our while. Now, if I were to go a different route, and if I were to study them, I'm trying to think what the advantages of study would be too. Sometimes when I'm doing these kind of things, I like to just jump on the internet very quickly and see what the benefits are. Because if I suppose in a way you could say it kind of spoils the game if you're looking on the internet all the time, but I also realized that it's nice to kind of see the benefits, and this doesn't really show me what the benefits are. Like, if we study Titanic life study, what are the consequences? You know, what do we get in return from the actual research? I mean, we get food in return, but the research. What do we get from the research? So I'm just gonna gander at this. Let's see. Let's see, there's a potential that the so it looks like there's a risk that if I study the life, they could there's risks and benefits of the Titanic life study. There's a possibility that they could they could take over the planet, or there's a possibility that you could use them against others. So I'm just kind of looking at the different options here on the internet of what it could go wrong or it could go right. So Hmm. So that's too much of a risk. And since we're, you know, since we're hungry people anyway, I'm just gonna go with eating them. Let's just go with eating them. Just it seems this smarter move to go than to risk, because if they take over the planet, then they'll have control over our spaceport. Actually, we don't have a spaceport, so I don't know. Yeah. So they do have the potential of taking over the planet, or you have the potential of having Titanic life forms as a ground force. So you know, if you know, I'm done with. I don't really need those for armies. I don't really need an army of giants, monsters. We have plenty of armies as it is, so I'm not gonna worry about that. What I do need to worry about is this influence drain that's been taking place every month from our outpost here. So I do have to colonize 2 more planets. Again, this is going to take away from our research, but it's gonna have to. We're gonna have to do it because I might colonize these systems. Let's see, desert 50% for desert world and tundra world. We really don't have the time or the resources to even think about terraforming those planets as much as I'd like to. Terraform those planets. But we have all these. Let's see, in this system we have an orbital outpost.
Enemy troops landing. Special project complete.
Oh, so apparently they came to life anyway. Hold on, this is not good news. This is the least. This is the last thing we need right now. The very last thing we need. I should have put. Fortunately, they're not too far away from us. Titanic life study failure. That's the dumbest thing. But I'm just gonna send my entire fleet of armies there after these guys. That'll, you know, we don't need 55 army, but that'll give them something to do for a quick moment here. So I worry by the time they get there, it'll be too late. Enter orbit. And we don't have any defensive forces on that planet because we literally just. Let's see. Maybe we can build something in time. How long will it take these guys? It's not gonna be enough anyway. This is terrible news. Terrible news. I knew it could backfire, but I thought we could get some food at least out of it. But that's kind of silly. That's really silly. We're gonna have to send our military to this planet as well, because we're gonna have to liberate that planet. I hope they're not gonna kill our pops, because that would just be terrible. See, militarist. What? A militaristic? I didn't even know we had factions. Or actually, no, there might be a different culture that might be militarists. Might be anyway. Terrible news. Okay. So let's see what's going on this planet. No. So fight them hard. We really can't retreat because what are we gonna retreat to? We're fighting. If we can just get someone to pop in very quickly. These things are fierce. Titanic beasts with like insane health. Look at this. 450 to 9. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. We're almost in range. Oh. We're almost in the system?
Planet lost to invasion.
Planet lost to invasion. That's terrible. Alright. And they're fortified. That's the last thing we needed, really.
Construction complete.
Alright, so let's see if our forces can very quickly just take out this. If we can always retreat if this if our armies aren't enough. So maybe this I think we can only drop so many at one time. So whoa, so there we go. We're taking out those Titanic monsters. We're not going to lose any armies at this point. So that's kind of unexpected. I should have anticipated that before I...
Construction complete.
I really didn't expect us to lose though.
System survey complete.
But leaving our spaceport, we're really going to need a lot more energy before we can even... there we go. We got our...
System survey complete.
Orbit. Wow, we're still -7, -11 on our whatever. Let's just get rid of. Let's just disembark. Okay, should we already disembarked? Okay, so that's cool. Let's send our ships back to where they were. Into orbit. There we go. We are desperately in need of energy. This is such a terrible thing because we can't do anything right now.
Research complete.
Society output plus 25%. Delicious titans plus 50% to food. So it's a planet. It's a planet thing. So we stopped them, and now we get to eat them. I think the Batharan stone research is going to come from physics because it's a power plant, which is unfortunate. I really wish we had something that could be used to. I wish I could have had that as my engineering technology. So it's going to take us 21 months to research, to get to the research, if it comes up as an option, and then we're going to have to wait until that's done before we can actually utilize that. We're actually now starting to lose food. Which is good. We have a nice stockpile, but we're gonna research the Gauss cannons, and we're going to which I'm gonna actually set the timer this time around, so that we're not at too much of a loss. I did spend some of that time. We would like a donation, and okay, we'll accept that since we keep losing influence as well. This is, yeah. This is good there. I might have to colonize one more planet, which is going to kind of hurt us as far as, let's see. Well, let's see. I have this. Should see planet work cost reduced. I'm gonna go with this, mostly because
Construction complete.
we're about to when we go to war with the Bacterian High Kingdom, if we can, if they're equivalent still. What are we doing? These guys are way inferior, and these guys are. Please tell me that you're equivalent. Please say you're equivalent. Inferior. These guys are inferior. What are these guys? Not even in war, so they're equivalent. They're doing just fine.
Construction complete.
These guys are equivalent. See, if we go to
System
war
survey complete.
with these guys, we are gonna have to go to war with these guys and with these guys, and we really don't have the. But if we don't go to war with these guys, then they're going to claim these guys' territory, and they're going to be nearly unstoppable. Now I'm thinking aggressively. Maybe I can tempt these guys to go to war with us. If they declare war against us, then we have a better defense than if we're in a defensive war. Then we don't have to go against as many of their allies in the defense pacts. So that's. But I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have any problem getting allies to help them in the
Construction
war against us.
complete.
Such a hard decision right now. But this is just a sign that, just as I was developing this culture, I should have focused a lot more on our military.
System survey complete.
I'm gonna have to build I have to build a farm so that we can produce more food. Then I'll put that guy right there. I wanted to do minerals, but at this point, actually, I could have made this an energy-focused planet. I mean, I still can once we get more food from other systems, other planets. We can make this an energy system, even though we've got the bonus to food for Titanic. I'm still going to utilize this for a different because of all the other resources that are on the planet. But I also have to think about expansion here, because I'm going to colonize this desert world. And what's this? Commonwealth of blah 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 has declared the nation their rival. Naturally. See, I hate the fact that these guys are going to be part of the war. If it was mostly them, and them, and them, they wouldn't be so close to our territory. They'd have to go all the way around this way, or they'd have to go all the way around to this space to get to us over here. But the fact that these guys are right here, they would be our primary concern. As far as like attacking us when we're trying to attack someone else. They're equivalent. And if I declare war against them, I've got to declare war against everybody. So, either way, we're going to be at war with them.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Ah, great. +4 to our food. That's nice. That's nice. So, cool. What else can I do on this planet to improve things? Well,
System
I can give this
survey
guy
complete.
a job. And minerals. And that's gonna be seriously improve our power stations here. I was really slacking on boosting our power plants. I didn't realize that we. I guess I was doing pretty well on power while I didn't feel like that was necessary. But now it's definitely necessary to bump those up. And of course our
System survey complete.
The one thing I'm not bumping up right now is research, which is unfortunate, but hey, we're pretty much, this is going to be a fight for survival pretty soon, so we won't even survive to do research if we I think everything's upgraded on this planet. Everything's 10 and 11s and 12s. It's great. So at least on this planet, we're capping out on our energy, and once all of those power plants are built on those planets, we'll be in the positive. We need to be in the positive on energy. I can't even sell anything right now to kind of bump up our energy. So I want to go to this trader right here, the Zuracorp. Let's go to Zuracorp and see what we can trade. Plus 49, that's nice. Communicate. Oh, what's the strategic resource? Grants habitability for 10 years. It's not bad if we have the energy for it, but I'm not going to give that. Let's go back to oh, that's nice. Oh, I've only found 2 of the precursors. I didn't do that either. Alright. Whatever. 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 Oh, no. That's in their space now. They must have expanded. We could have colonized that one, but we didn't. We'll have their space in no time anyway. We're gonna be taking their territory.
Construction complete.
They have a new world right here. That's what it was. Colonize a new planet right there in their system. I really do feel like integrating these guys. That would kind of improve. If we integrated these guys, we wouldn't even need to have these orbital outposts anymore, because they just increase our pop growth. But actually, no, never mind. Actually, what are these guys again? We're gonna eat these guys. I have to take that back. Tundra World. Okay. We can colonize the Tundra World, I think, right now. Arctic World. 50%. Okay, so that means we get Tundra World is also 50%.
System survey complete.
I don't know. Well, at least we're a +1 on our energy credits now. That's because we stayed in orbit. And we've also got this right here. We could definitely use these minerals right here, and actually a little bit of energy in this system. But that would cost us. If I build any more mining stations, that's also going to cost us energy. And I still have to build up our military.
System survey
I have enough
complete.
to build one more battleship. I'm going to build another one of the swarm. And that'll good. That'll cost us a lot more energy. I think each of the swarm costs about 6 energy per month. Yep, 6.8. How much do our? I'm just gonna see. What is our cheapest energy-wise? What's the less expensive? Actually, well, just ship-wise. I'm just gonna see what the less expensive ship is. So the less expensive ship is actually the this because of the autocannons. Less energy costs, less everything costs. And the energy cost is because of the ship capacitor. If I didn't have the ship capacitor here, it would, you know, I'd have to use less energy. But I'm not going to do that because the
Construction complete.
The capacitor actually makes sure that it gives our corvettes a little bit more longevity. So after I finish with that last, where are you right now? You know what? I realize why it's not doing anything. It's not recognizing that it's in orbit because it doesn't have a spaceport right there. That's what's going on. Because spaceport reduces the cost of being in orbit of a planet. Let's just send you back home. As expensive as that's going to be for our energy. And while I'm waiting around for that, I do want to check one thing, make sure that all of our ships. So, did we get the Gauss tech yet? No, okay, that still in works. Almost there. Gauss cannons. Then we can upgrade all of our ships to having the most powerful cannons. What's the status on this war? It's still equivalent. I don't actually check the score. The war score on this war. -1. So these guys are actually losing. This is a really good sign. This is a really good sign. So this war is going to last a little while. And that's good. I really wish I was in a defense pack with these Malwugal free Confederation guys, because if I was in the defense pack with them, I would have been in that war too. That would have been dangerous. They're unfriendly with this right now. Relative power of empires plus 16, ally of allies plus 90. Not possible because we are a hive mind, of course. Yeah. Okay, I would have considered a migration tree. That would be kind of silly with someone, but I can't get pulled into the war anyway. I wish. What I can do, though, again, is I can insult these guys. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna insult them.
Research complete.
Impertinent scum, you will come to regret this. So, having done that, they are now mad at us.
Construction complete.
Now, they're not going to declare war with us while they're in the middle of the war. Although I kind of want them to. I feel like if they themselves attack us without having an ally coming in to attack us, we have a strong chance of taking them completely out of commission. Quantum destabilizer, hostile fire rate, okay, for other ships. Capacity fields. Capacitor fields. It's nice for shields, but that's for. These again for defense stations. These are for defense platforms and fortresses and defense stations. I feel like I should be bumping up things like weapons. Without, because this, if we can mount these on our battleships like we used to be able to, then that's one thing I would consider this. But the fact that it's on our defense stations, the chances of us being around our defense stations while these things are attacking, this doesn't seem so great. I mean, I suppose it could work for the station itself. Effect on allied ships doesn't say effect on allied stations. You can't even put a station close to it anyway. So that's, I don't know. Battleships used to be very powerful. I mean, the battleships are powerful, but in previous versions of the game, and previous patches of the game, battleships used to be able to have a significant, powerful impact. They used to have a shield-building aura around their ships, or a regenerative aura around their ships. They have that on the defense stations now, but before battleships, if you had a battleship in your fleet was significantly more powerful. I think what they should do is build like a super battleship as another ship design, and give that, you can only have one per fleet, and then give it that option of having one of those capacitors on there. I mean, the ship would probably cost you a lot more as far as energy, but it would be very beneficial for your fleet. These guys have a military station in every one of their systems. Alright, coalition of... Who are these guys? We consider the Hand of Tezla to be one of the great accidents of the galaxy. It should never have been. Who are these guys? And where are they located? And if they're talking smack, then I'm gonna have to smack them. Let's see where they're located. Oh, these guys! What? Man. Don't make me integrate you. We will eat you. We will gladly chew on your brains. Alpine World. What do they have here? They have trade deals going on with our enemies too. What? Look at all these Urantic crystals, and they're trading them to our enemies. That is not okay. That is not okay.
Construction complete.
I really want to integrate them, but it would cost too much influence. But okay. If they want to talk smack, I will smack them. But let's great, we got plus 19 for energy credits. Hold on a second. Oh, we didn't get Pytharian stone. Okay, well, that's a bummer there, because I wanted to get that research so that we can actually capitalize on those squares. Guess we'll just have to build normal power plants for now.
System survey complete.
There's a power plant right there. We'll replace it later. And I'll build basic power plant here too.
Construction complete.
This is a lot of waiting around going here. I feel like I'm not. I feel like this is kind of annoying me here. That it's oh, nice. The Bacterian High Kingdom is in a serious fight with these guys right now. I'm just gonna zoom in. Look at this. These guys are taking them out. Oh ho ho. And these are 2 battleships. So this fight could do it. If they lose these 2 battleships, their fleet power is going to go from... These guys have a more balanced fleet. Yes. Yes. Take out those planets. Take out those planets. I mean those spaceports. ships too. Let's see, what are those? More vets here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Victorian Hyde Kingdom finally embraced the faction, adopting their core values of policies. What? Xenophilic? That's weird. Now there was a glitch in the game where they kept changing their ethics, and it looks like the glitch has continued because these guys were not Federation builders before, but now they are. These guys are changing their tune. So, militarists, xenophiles, authoritarians. They weren't xenophiles before, but they're embracing the xenophiles. But now they're pathetic. This is wonderful. This is exactly what we needed to happen. And so now they're really, really losing this war. So probably, let's see, how much time do we have left in this episode?
Ships upgraded.
Okay, we've ended the rivalry with the... What? What is going on here? These guys are fanatic spiritualists, authoritarians. Entered into a non-aggression pact with okay, obviously they did. Something strange is happening here. But hey, I'm excited that they're pathetic. They might have a superior naval capacity, but their fleet power is pathetic, and that gives us an opening. As long as what we need to do is end this rivalry. And let's see if we had a non-aggression pact with these guys.
Complete. Incoming transmission. System survey complete.
I need a non-aggression pact with somebody. Now these guys are rivals. Minus. Oh, did I insult them? Let's see if let's see. Something's rivals with allies. Okay, gotcha. Minus 75. Allied to rivals. Minus 25. Pregnant ruler. Minus 25. About minus 30. So they're not going to want to have a non-aggression pact with us. So we should have taken that. I realize now that we were kind of foolhardy in not taking that non-aggression pact. But whatever. Wait a second. Well, I'm thinking about going to war with these guys now that they're pathetic. So if we go to war with them, they're pathetic. These guys are probably going to be in that same territory. They're equivalent. These guys are equivalent. Alright, so... But this was the biggest threat. This was the biggest threat. So in order to make them even less threat, I have to take their planets. If I go to war with them, can I vassalize them? Wait a second. What's the top option? Liberate. Oh, okay, I can always liberate those guys right there. That'll make us heroes. But we're not heroes. We are. What's the deal? No, I can't do that. Energy credits minus 1,000. Oh. If we don't take it, we lose that plus 15% to unity. If we do take it, we're just out of luck on energy. I'm just gonna have to just go no on that one. I'm gonna have to say no. As much as I like being a patron, we don't have the energy credits right now to keep giving them 1,000 credits every 10 years. I mean, 10 years. No deal. So that's gonna hurt us. I think. Maybe not. Not too much. Okay. Actually, I don't want to go to war with 5 different empires. That's the thing here. But I can't vassalize these guys right now because they're at like 112, 213. They're huge. They're huge. Now, let's see. Make tributary, make tributary. I can make a couple of different guys tributaries. I can make them a tributary. I can make these 2 tributaries. If I did, they would no longer be a threat. But I have to actually go to war to take their worlds. Can I make these guys my tributary? Let's see. I could for 92. That would be something. But they'd never be loyal. They would never be loyal. And they would eventually go to war with this. And plus we just insulted them.
System survey
So,
complete.
that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Go back to this, see what kind of planets that they occupy. Alpine worlds. Well, I'm doing too much thinking on this. I do have to seize their worlds. So I guess this is where my alliance is going to come to a near end. Unless one other option, if I pause the game and do it, is I could seed all these worlds, and then once I seed them, I could create a sector for each. I can make a big sector, then I can make them a vassal. And then they'd be a loyal vassal at least for a while. That's probably like the better option for me, is because then I'd have a pretty strong vassal in this territory, and then when I'm willing to, I can kind of integrate them without. That's probably the least expensive. I mean, this is an expensive option, but it's the most beneficial option for the sake of. What are we researching here? Capacity. That would be nice. Or leader. Let's see. Leader experience gain plus 25%. Leader lifespan plus 25%. That's good for these
System
guys.
survey complete.
Share the burden. That's really kind of pointless. Let's see. We don't have any slaves, so we would never ever have to use this. Military academy. That's nice for our army power, army strength. I want to get Junior warriors, but again, I'm not. I don't have a. Let's go with this simply because it'll extend the lifespans of my leaders. Policies are effects that can either be turned on or off. I don't know if selected lineages really works with actually that might not work with my culture. Oops, my bad. I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong one. I don't think that works with ours, simply because of the fact that we're a hive mind. We don't have lineages, and also this will increase the equipment costs. So never mind about that. In that case, we'll go with this. Research. All right. I'm just going to pause this very quickly, just for the sake of building. I'm going to build 2 more colony ships. Alright, that's the timer telling me, hey, it's that's just about that time. Before I do that, Hunter, there we go. I just want to build colony ships and 2 Space Force aren't really doing anything. and then that are close to this territory, because I'm going to build. I'm going to colonize. I think this system right here, which is a size 21. Then I'm going to colonize this system right here, because this is well, this is a size 14, but mostly just get rid of this frontier outpost. So that'll help us out there. One of these systems has 2 planets, so that's kind of the thing there. I want to get that. In fact, no, I'm going to build 3 colony ships. It's gonna start taking away my energy resources again. Why are you doing this to yourself? Simply because if I can colonize both of these planets at the same time, then that'll be just one control system, but it'll also expand it even more this way. And so, like, I won't really lose too much by losing this, by getting rid of this frontier outpost. One of the things I'm most concerned about is losing territory. So I have to be very careful about where I'm. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna build 3, but I'm not gonna build them all at the same spot. I think I'll build 1 right here in this system. This has 2 in this system. Tomb World, size 25 Tomb World. Hold the phone. It's a size 25 Tomb World that I can terraform. It takes a lot, 5,000 energy. Oof, it'll be a while before I get that, but it's size 25, so. Now the spiritualists might get upset with this, especially the spiritualists. The spiritualist empire, which wants that the fallen empire, but I'm not gonna worry about that too much. They're like way over here. Actually, that's not as far away as I thought they were. Ah, crap. Well, no worries. Anyway, Savannah World. Maybe I'll hold off on that one. But I want to expand our territory while at the same time getting rid of these frontier outposts.
Complete.
So, in order to do that, I pretty much have to, I think, build 1 in this system. Beta colony. Okay, so we lost that guy. I'm just gonna keep clearing these out so I can keep expanding. If I do colonize those planets, this is gonna be like 2 years I'm gonna go without going to war with these guys. But at this point, I think they're gonna lose this war.
System survey.
They're at
complete.
minus 17. So, and they're pathetic. Such a difficult choice. I mean, of course, going to war is always a difficult choice. But the thing is, if I go to war with them now, in fact, yes, we will go to war with them next episode. I'm gonna pause on I'm gonna pause on my colony ships, only because they're going to take up too much energy resources. So I've got plus 25 from plus 15 right now. As soon as my ships leave orbit, I'm just gonna merge those. Boom. Great. Oops.
Research complete.
Yeah. Oops. There we go. Research complete. That's nice. Give us a bump there. Tomb world habitability. Oh wow. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What is Antoine talking about? That is what Antoine is talking about. I like this. I was just talking about trying to colonize the tomb world. And now I don't have to worry about terraforming it because I'll be able to colonize it. So that then I can actually take this system right here, which is really close to their space. Because it's at 30% right now, that plus 20% will put us at 50%. So I can actually, hold on, what size block? That's 17, size 25. Alright, what I'll do is I'll build one. I'm gonna build one colony ship. And then I'm gonna colonize this right here. And once I do that, then I colonize the one over here. I'll be able to get rid of this one, and so I'll have two systems right here, and then I'll be able to get rid of this frontier outpost right here. In fact, I'm gonna colonize both planets in this system. How long is it gonna take to research this? 21 months. Yeah. So by the time I actually get around to colonizing this planet, I'll have this research. In fact, I'm going to colonize the tomb world first, because I'm pretty sure the moment we go to war with these guys, this is going to be consuming us for the next couple of years. It's going to hurt us on energy. It's going to really hurt us on energy. So I'm probably going to sell off some of our minerals to these guys, to the Zero Corp traders, to get us some more energy to survive. But after that, we'll be good. And ouch on frontier outposts. Frontier outposts started off cheap, but now they're really expensive. One thing I could do, possibility. No, never mind. I was thinking of reducing the amount of control systems, but once I take their space, I'm still going to be starting to integrate these guys into our space and things like that. So I'll have to be smart about things like integrations. But that's the end of this episode. This is kind of a prelude to war. Next episode, I think we're going to go to war with the Bacterian High Kingdom. That's going to bring us to war with 5 empires. It's going to be them, these guys, these guys, these guys, and these guys. Unless we can taunt these guys to go to war with this. And I don't see how we can do that at this point. If only they had one ally that didn't have a defense pact with the other ones. Oops. What's this? Rivaled? Rivaling. Oh, rival. Okay. So, cause let's see, if I went to war with these guys, declare war, I'd still have to go against all the same people. They're all one big happy family. So we need them to lose. We need them to lose badly. What are these guys? Equivalent? Yeah, we need these guys to lose. Maybe I'll get fortunate. Maybe we they're inferior. This is a good sign. They've clearly got their forces now invested in this war. But again, if we go to war with these guys, I hope that our fleets We'll see what the AI does, because these guys have a 5K fleet right here, a 5.7K fleet, so they're doing pretty good as far as fleet power. These guys are neighbors. I mean, not our neighbors, but our vassals have a 3.8K fleet right here, so they could do some damage against these guys. So if I was able to coordinate, and the hierarchy of Pogovan could attack this empire, and the coalition could fight this empire, and then these guys don't have anything going for them right now. This is kind of sad. This is really, really sad. Star Lords, they was at war. Relative power of, again. Well, they haven't even built mining stations in their own system. What are they doing with their lives? Happiness is at 30%. Goodness, sweet mercy. They don't have anything. They don't have any jobs. They don't have anything. Surrendered our population, minus 20%. Okay, these guys are really, really down. Unrest, minus 50%. Wow. Wow. I didn't realize these were so bad for our you know what? I almost want to just take their space. I almost want to integrate them and eat them. 83.75 influence costs to just integrate them into our species. That might be easier than leaving them the way they are. It might be in their best interest to be eaten, as opposed to just kind of sitting there with no jobs and no life and rebellion. I'm kidding. It's I need them to have something, so I'm gonna give them some minerals. As much as it might not be smart to do it right now, I might shoot them some minerals, just so they can build some mining stations, and hopefully they won't waste it doing something stupid. There we go. So hopefully that did something. They didn't have any resources, now they have resources. Let's see, hopefully they won't waste those resources. Let's see how smart the AI is.
Construction complete.
I gave them one. They don't have wonder if they're starving. They're not starving. Are they starving? Because they don't have. I guess they have this right here. They have that one farm. All right, so that war finally ended. When I say finally, I probably don't mean that in a positive way. Them winning that war is not necessarily beneficial to us. I'm gonna recruit them. I'm gonna research this, because this is doing researching in this industry will give us a power plant right there. What I'm concerned is what the end of that war kind of means. Did they actually win anything? Did they give up anything? Are these guys still vassals? No demands have been enforced. So they made peace with them, and that was it. Well, there went that. Part of me wants to like go back to a previous save and go to war with them, but that would be cheating. We could still go to war with these guys. We really could still, because they're pathetic. The naval capacity is equivalent. This is the perfect time to go to war with these guys. Still, only difference is all of their allies would okay, their equivalent. They are. The smarter move for me was to wait. The smarter move was to wait because I didn't have the forces. These Commonwealth guys are moving in their territory. But they're inferior. So this is good, actually. Next episode, it's not going to be a great galactic war like I thought it was going to be, because if we went to war with them, then just about all of us would have been at war, except for like this one system and this one system, right? Like this one empire. But outside of those two empires, all of us would have been at war with each other. So now it's going to be a less chaotic galaxy, but we're still going to go to war with these guys, just so that we could strip their territory, and well, I'm just going to try to take as much from them as we can. They have military stations in all these systems. Huh. So that's one thing we might have to go up against. That's really smart of them to do that. Really smart of them. Really smart of them to do that. What is this? This is ours. Okay. Well. Eh. So that might hurt. But I want to take these worlds. I want to take some of their space. They didn't actually lose anything, but they make themselves vulnerable. So, our next episode will be a war against the Bakturian High Kingdom, and we'll see what happens. Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and God be with you.